Hello everyone, welcome. I am teacher Sherwin. In this video, we are going to learn essential elements of an informed consent form. Research studies with human participants must secure an informed consent form to clearly reflect that their participation in a research project is entirely voluntary. The participants must be given the chance to decide on their own. Let us first define what is an informed consent. Informed consent is an ethical principle and a process by which an individual learns key facts or information about a study, including the potential risks and benefits, before deciding whether to participate in a study or not. What are the necessary elements that must be reflected in an informed consent form? But before that, bear in mind that an informed consent is divided into two distinct parts: the information sheet and the certificate of consent. The information sheet describes clearly the research study and the nature of the participants' involvement in your research project. It is written in third person, while the certificate of consent, attesting the participants' consent, whether to participate or not, it is written in first person. An information sheet reflects the clear description of research. Research description includes the objective or objectives, the procedure on how the research study will be conducted, the duration of the study, and the expected responsibilities of the participants or respondents. Also included in the information sheet is a clear description of anticipated risks and benefits, if there is, or there are. Statement of confidentiality must also be reflected in the informed consent form. This statement might be considered: only the researcher will have access to any information that will be obtained from this study, and these will only be disclosed with your permission. Also in this section, state where and how the information will be stored, until when, and how these information will be destroyed, including the person or persons that will destroy it. Also include statements that highlight their voluntary participation. You may consider this statement: your participation in this study will be entirely voluntary. Your decision will always be respected. If you decide not to participate in the study, your choice will not affect your current status or condition. Your informed consent form must also reflect section that highlights the participant's right to refuse to participate or withdraw. In this section, you need to clarify that they have the right to refuse or withdraw from the research study at any time, without penalty, and without any negative influence on their current status or condition. You also need to highlight a section reflecting sharing of the research findings. Under this, clearly explain how you will be sharing the findings of the research study to the participants. Also, some researchers have intentions to present the study result in a local, national, or international research conferences. Clearly state your plan in this section. Please do not forget that it is also necessary to reflect your contact information in your informed consent form: your name, your address, your mobile number. You may also include your email address. This is necessary to be included in the form so that your participants can immediately communicate if they have questions or clarifications on your research study. The second part of the informed consent form is the certificate of consent. Remember, this is not a separate document. Again, this is not a standalone document. The researcher must present it as a continuation or second part of the informed consent form. By continuously presenting it, both researchers and participants are assured that the information about the study and about the participants' rights have been shared with the participant. Remember, unlike the information sheet written in third person, this section is written in first person. Your certificate of consent must have this paragraph: I have read the foregoing information, or it has been read to me. I have had the opportunity to ask questions about it, and any questions that I have asked have been answered to my satisfaction. I consent voluntarily to participate as a participant in this study. Please do not forget that the informed consent form must be signed and dated by the participant. In this video, we learned essential elements of an informed consent form.